Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller. I was thinking the other day while I was driving in my car about something I could tell about on video that would be helpful to some people. And it occurred to me that over the years that I've done my videos, I've always concentrated on the negativity surrounding narcissists. And yes, they can be very negative types of people, but there are some positive things also that you've learned from your narcissist, whether you realize it or not. Obviously there were positive things, or you wouldn't have probably stayed with the person as long as you did. So I want to share some of the things that I learned from the narcissist in my life. And maybe you can go and realize that you can take away some of the positivity from the relationship, even though it's over. They really taught you something about yourself or about your life or about your interests. And maybe they've gotten you to change some things just simply because you didn't want to be like them. Or maybe there were some admirable things about them that you did admire and wanted to have in your own life. So, that's what I want to talk to you about now. First of all, there's good and bad parts in relationships, especially with an abuser. If there weren't the good, we would not gravitate towards them. We would not probably stay with them. We would not try to excuse their behavior and justify it. The fact that a narcissist or an abuser does good things as well as bad is what forms what's called Stockholm Syndrome. This syndrome is what makes an abused child defend their abuser. This is what makes a kidnap victim talk about their kidnapper as though they were a gift giver or a wonderful person or a protector or a provider or whatever. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. I see it a lot in the clients that I've worked with as well. Pardon me. So, there are some good things in relationships of all kinds. In my relationship with Anita, she was big on fashion. Now, at the time I met her, I was not the best of fashion plate models. I really didn't have any sense of fashion at all. She taught me things like you don't wear red lipstick, brown makes your teeth look whiter, so wear brown instead of red. She gave me pride in how I dressed and how I appeared to the public, which I really didn't think about before that. I was so depressed from being in a narcissistic marriage that none of that stuff ever really entered my mind. I just kind of surrendered my sense of dignity and self-worth. She taught me how to fix my hair, even though she went a little overboard on it. She did get me to start looking at things like, do I really want to just wake up and walk out the door without brushing my hair or taking care of myself in some way? She taught me value of having nicer things and not always settling for used, broken, and damaged items when and if I could do that. Now, she was a narcissist, so because she was a somatic narcissist as well as a bit of an intellectual one, she had no expense to spare because her husband worked for $1 million company, and so she would just act like money was no item, and she'd just go out and buy whatever she wanted, and she bought me a bunch of things that I wanted and that she wanted for me. Maybe not for the right motive, but the point is, I started tasting a little bit of the fact that there's something better out there. No, it doesn't mean I always have to have creme de la creme clothing or anything, but I do like nice looking things, and I choose to look nice when I'm talking to people. Somehow you think sometimes that narcissists just have this second sense about them to know that at some point you're going to use what they're telling you. And I kind of think she did. I think she really, in her weird heart of hearts way, had a good intention in mind for me, even though it was to make herself look good because she had me with her and I had to look a certain way. I think somehow she knew that at some point, because of my personality, because of my talents and my skills, I would be speaking in front of people. I'm sure she didn't dream it would be regarding her and what she did to me. However, I really do think that she knew at some point I would need to know these things. I don't believe that every narcissist is a psychopath, and I don't believe that they are all just evil people that want to hurt people. Most of them are damaged, wounded, broken, abused victims, as well as just being, irritating as they are. So that's what I learned from Anita. Stay tuned and I'll share a little bit more about what I learned from other relationships. Thanks.